Hello and welcome to another episode of Pony 411. It's episode 309 for the week of May 25th, 2021. I am Alcatraz, and joining me as usual is Nemesis.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Hope the past couple weeks were pleasant, enjoyable, and whatnot for everyone. It's been, I guess, a fairly standard couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing super huge, at least local. A bunch of stuff's been happening, not local, but
You did get your vaccination, second one.
I did, yes. My second dose, I got that one, and I will be considered fully vaccinated next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 weeks will be up for that, and that will be very nice. I will still, however, be wearing a mask in public in those places, just because it's the right thing to do.
Yep.
Even though technically I won't have to. They've lifted that requirement for fully vaccinated people here. I still will, because I will. But it does alleviate some other things.
Mm-hmm.
Anything interesting on your end?
I got my new T-Delf shelf set up. It's
You finally did that.
It's number 7. It's out in the main room. I found a spot for it.
More room for more plastic crack.
Yep. So which means I actually have room for an 8 and 9. Which will probably have to happen eventually.
Yeah, at the rate you go. I don't get very many figures all that often.
Nope. Beady.
But I still get them. Anyway, we are here to talk about Pony, so I guess we should actually start talking about Pony. We do have not a huge amount of news, but we do have a little bit of that. We got a comic to talk about. We're going to talk about the rest, supposedly, of Pony Life through episode 14, and we do have a little bit of fan content at the end. So let's just jump into that, as we are oft to do. So starting with the news, if you would like to follow along, and I recommend that you do, you can find all of our show notes at pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. So go there, click the link for this episode, and let's get into this. In convention news, TrotCon has announced the themes for the next TrotCon Online, as well as the dates, sort of, and the theme for their December event as well. For TrotCon Online, it's going to be like a RPG-themed thing that they're doing, and they're aiming for the weekend of July 16th through 18th for that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a free online thing that they're doing. Their December event is pirate-themed.
Yar.
Arr. Yep. And that's all the convention news.
Yep.
For now. In merchandise news... Miku. That is all.
Hatsune Miku.
So,
Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku has been doing like a big collaboration, like world collaboration thing with a whole bunch of different stuff. And their next big thing that they announced is they are collaborating with Kotobukiya as part of their Bishoujo line that they just did for all the MLP stuff. And they are in fact doing a Hatsune Miku plus Miku Pony figure.
Yep.
Just like all the pony ones that they've just done. So yes, officially licensed Miku Pony.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
Miku Pony. Miku Pony.
Miku Pony.
Imagine, I'm not going to do it because that would be annoying, but pounding the desk. Miku Pony. Miku Pony.
Yep. It's a thing now.
Everyone is very excited.
Yeah, it's a thing that's happened.
The intersection of interests between weeb and pony.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes. I've never really been super huge into Hatsune Miku, but I am really kind of tempted to get this one. If only because you know it's going to be super popular and it's going to sell out instantly. It'll be a tough one to get.
I'm not sure about instantly. The way they often make these are to match the number of pre-orders they get.
That is probably a better way to do it, but it's going to be a big wave of pre-orders.
It's going to be a while, though. They just revealed it, so it's going to be a bit before they actually...
It is, but still. It's still going to be huge.
The only thing I saw was some people were kind of salty because it's her and not someone from the show like Starlight or something, which case...
Okay. Kotobukiya did actually put a thing out that they're looking to add more, and they're asking for interest. They are looking for suggestions on who to add, so I can almost guarantee Starlight's going to be in there because everyone's going to be requesting Starlight. Already saw a bunch of requests, so People being
ignored.
salty that they had announced Miku and not Starlight. Starlight is I am almost willing. I am not actually going to bet, but I'm almost willing to bet Starlight will be coming. Like, even though she's gonna be, if they're still making more and they're taking requests, it's gonna be Starlight.
I'd still be able to lord over. They just did Sunset. They didn't have to, wait for you to ask for her. Didn't have to wait for anyone to ask. They just did it.
Watch the next pony Kotobukiya is gonna be like Twist. It'll be Twist.
No, it'll be who's someone? Oh, it's gonna be Zephyr Breeze.
Oh God,
which don't make any sense except it'll have to be Rule 63 because they already do that. I mean, there's precedent for that for this line. They did the Kotobukiya horror series with like Freddy and Jason and all them.
Right.
Remember, these are Basojos, so they have to be girls.
Yep.
So anyone like Big Mac would are you ready for a pretty girl Big Mac?
Princess Big Mac, yes. Do it. I dare you. I want you to do this. That would be perfect.
The only thing is, would Hasbro allow it?
Oh. Yeah, would Hasbro allow it? Oh, cowards.
Well, they are.
You know Peter New would be all for it too, right?
Yeah. Still should do Zephyr though.
Trying to think who else would be hilarious for that.
Discord.
Yeah, you could.
But there has to be the thing about Discord. It has to be like I saw those weird things of the yearification of those Warner Brother characters. People have been doing, and I'd say they drew Wile E. Coyote as basically a hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah,
I can't help but feel Discord has to look like a complete and total mess if they did that.
Yeah, I know with the whole Bishoju, people would want Eris, the R63 Discord.
No, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't call her.
But they wouldn't
Discord.
do that.
It
would be Discord.
Still needs to look like all trashy. Like I just remember when Alex Hirsch revealed the humanized version of Bill from Gravity Falls, and a lot of people on Tumblr were mad. Or the recent thing, the Hotel Transylvania thing. All those people who were like horny for the Invisible Man are so mad about the way he actually looks.
What is this? I thought he was supposed to be a Chad. Oh man, one of the greatest responses. The one with the greatest response was someone it was like a 4chan post. I saw someone screenshot. It's like mentioning like because they're talking about how he acted like a Chad, and it's like you're mentioning how someone acts when they're completely invisible on a site like this on 4chan.
Call out.
Yeah, it was. But that's not pony related. So yes, Miku Pony. Moving on, comic news. iTunes or Apple Books, I guess, has a preview for the next installment of the Transformers crossover comic.
Yes, Transformers 223 page preview.
223. Isn't that a ammo type? Yeah,
I don't know.
223. It is. 223 is.
And if you Dash and Starscream, so that's a thing.
That's a thing. That's been a thing for a while. Remember the epic rap battles?
Yes, I know.
I
know. That's kind of. I'm pretty sure that's probably part of the reason they're being paired together for this one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
got Dash, Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, and the Wonderbolts.
Yeah, it would just make sense to pair them even without that.
Yep. This is good. Starscream is probably one of the most interesting characters Transformers Achieve 1, and so this is gonna be fun. Just because it's Starscream.
Yeah.
Megatron is a wimp, so is Starscream. Yes, but I'm fast.
I know a working amount of Transformers. I've seen G1 because of you, and I know stuff. And yeah, Starscream is definitely one of the most interesting characters. You're either a traitor or an idiot.
You're a traitor or you're stupid. I'm stupid.
We're just getting sidetracked. Oh,
are we though? We're talking about Transformers.
But this is a pony
But
podcast.
It's the Transformers crossover. We are on topic.
Anyway, other comic news. The synopsis amongst all the other stuff has been announced for Friendship is Magic issue number 101.
A basic issue, if you will.
Yes.
The 101.
101. Comics 101. Introduction to comics, yes. The Knights of Harmony have arrived in Equestria with a plan to take the elements of harmony from our heroes as the main six gear up for a climactic showdown. Will friendship save the day?
Probably.
Probably. It always tends to. That's usually how these things go.
Knights of Harmony.
Harmony.
Harmony. Ni.
The Knights who say ni.
I'd say Harmony. Harmony.
The Harmony. Shut up. Like to say icky, 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 patang, zoot, boing.
Knights who formerly said ni.
The Knights who formerly said ni, yes. So yeah, that's, I guess we're gonna see who these Knights of Harmony finally are.
Yep.
We might finally get a change of pace from what they've been doing.
We'll get back to that.
Yes, we will. Moving on to the last little bit of news, another possible title for the G5 movie was revealed by Netflix Malaysia. Ponytail.
Yep.
Is what they have it
My
listed
Little
as.
Pony Ponytail.
Yep. Whether that's the actual title, we don't know. It's a potential thing. It may be just another placeholder or something. It could be like an international title. There may be multiple. Who knows? But that's been announced. Say what you will. And we have some more official 2D vectors of the G5 cast that they popped up on Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting place, but yes. Similar to the ones that popped up on that one store a while back that were removed. Same basic art style, but this one has the rest of the characters.
Yeah, with Sunny there just staring into my soul. I feel like I'm going to get stabbed again. It's that same thing I said before. Look at those faces. That is a face of someone with a knife who is going to stab you.
Yeah, but I thought you liked knife wives.
They're not wives. Well, maybe it is.
Oh, maybe is he?
That's kind of hot, actually. This is the, I am scared.
I'm scared.
This is not going to be fun.
Yeah, Sunny does have those deep into your soul kind of eyes. Just, oh, geez. Almost the was it the obsessed girlfriend?
Yep.
Overly obsessed attached girlfriend meme.
Which sold an NFT of their thing. Yep.
NFTs.
All those old meme people are kind of cash in now. It's like it's one hand, it's annoying. On the other hand, you've been a source of entertainment for years. I can see why you're trying to get some money out of this.
Yeah, it's like I hate NFTs, but honestly, I don't blame you if you can get that kind of money out of it.
So, man, the best explanation I saw of NFTs was what they are. Basically, you see the Mona Lisa in the Louvre, right? And there's someone there with a slip of paper that says, I have this slip of paper I will sell you that says you own the Mona Lisa, right? And you're like, sure, I'll buy that for some reason. He gives you the slip of paper. There you go. And then you go try to take the Mona Lisa down and he goes, no, you can't do that. It has to stay there. You get to have the slip of paper that says you own it. And you know what? If you want, I'll go ahead and put that piece of slip of paper on the wall in a broom closet on the other side of the building. And if people want to know who owns this, they can go find it themselves and go look at that broom closet. But you can't take that home and everyone can still see it.
Yeah, basically. And an art collector would still buy it. Would still do it just to, and that's really what it boils down to NFTs. It's a bunch of rich people just using it for bragging rights.
To other people who don't, and everyone else like
the biggest problem is when like rich jerks do that. There's large amounts of money getting passed around, but rainforests don't normally get burnt down in energy costs to do that. With NFTs, you have that on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of NFTs. Not a fan of blockchain anything.
Yep, pretty much.
It's a solution it's a solution looking for a problem that doesn't exist.
Yep, and creating more problems on top of it.
And yeah. Anyway, that's the news. I guess we should move on. We have a comic to talk about.
Yes. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, number 97, aka episode 9 of season 10, or as Capper likes, but Cats Are Magic. Because
Cats Are Magic, yeah.
And written by Jeremy
cats.
Whitley, with art by Tony Fleece, and colors by Heather Breckel. In which case, yes, so we got the whole thing there. They're in Abyssinia. They're in the underground because, they got rescued by, Capper's old gang, and they're all there, including the guy who betrayed him, looking a little worse for wear. But yeah, it turns out they're kittens, and they're planning to try to do something about the whole magic hating king. And they, one of them helpfully starts removing collars, the magic blocking collars, except for Trixie decides to mess that up for Discord and tries to melt it off. And then guess what? It didn't work super well.
She was just trying to help.
But yeah, anyway. They found this door before. Hey, look, it's a door with a tree on it. And yeah, it's,
Yep.
Anyway, they come up with a plan to distract and everything, and then Capper and Chummer, that's what it was. Chummer kind of reconcile, and they it turns out they fell into the trap from the king, who was actually trying to find out who opened the door, and now he's going to destroy the magic in there. And wait, actually he can't, because Discord's now free, and yeah, they do the whole harmony thing, and and their tower rises out of the ground, and stuff, and then the light lights up, and
Yep. You had to know it was coming.
Yeah, I knew it was coming,
point,
but it's still just every
go.
single time you see it, just frustration. Goes, look, it's the same basic thing again at the end of the issue. Again, we got 6 creatures who all represent something, barely sometimes.
Barely, yeah.
And then they get the element thing, and it does something, and and the little light thing lights up, and all there's left is one, which we know is something to do with Dash and the parrots and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of like the reconcile between Capper and Chummer, but
yep, that seemed like a decent thing. Apparently, they're referencing issue number 24.
Yeah, that's an old issue.
Old, yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember something about that, because I think it was Discord. I think that was the one where Discord told that story to the CMC, stories to the CMC or something. I might have been. It's been a long time. I probably should have grabbed it off the shelf, but I didn't.
I planned to grab it and then forgot to grab it.
Yeah.
It's across the room.
Anyway, there's some fun stuff, like Trixie and Discord once again have a good dynamic going.
Yep. The whole Trixie trying to be helpful and screwing up that, I know exactly why they did it, and I think it worked all right for what they had to do.
Have to stop Discord from being able to do everything.
Exactly. You can't have Discord have his powers throughout it, or he just snaps his fingers and everything's fixed.
Yeah,
literally,
Discord just looks so sad for most of this too.
Yeah. So they had to find a way to stop him from being able to just fix everything with a snap of his fingers. He's a Deus Ex that has to be dealt with.
And Chummer was rescued by dogs.
Dogs.
How undignified. Yeah, so there's some good things. I feel like, unfortunately, the new group of cats really just were barely a thing.
Yeah.
That's the big problem. It's like they're barely a thing. So it's like when we get to the big reveal, you're these elements. Are they?
Are they, though?
I'm not.
Really?
It's like, I guess you can, but that's barely they're barely there. We don't get to know them, and that's the problem. That's actually been a consistent problem, is the new characters often barely get any real fleshing out.
Yeah, there's just not enough time, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like the pacing issues that the show had even worse.
Yeah, it feels like what's happening is, I think what's happened is, I remember they got this problem of early on, they found out that 4-issue arcs don't do so well, so they have to compress everything down to like 2 issues. And the problem is they have these stories that are designed to be 4-issue arcs, and they have to compress them down to 2 issues because...
Yep, and their
sales numbers
suffering. Yeah.
So it just really sucks. It was actually particularly pronounced with that last one, the annual, because it's all compressed down to a single issue. Extra large, yes, but still.
I wish they did things differently, because there's a lot of potential here.
And then on top of that, it's still the stupid tree thing.
And then they come back to the stupid tree thing. It's just... do something different. It's the same... I know they're trying to build up to something, but it's just, I don't... And it sucks. Yeah, there's some good parts to this, but it's just ugh.
Yeah.
I know some people are really happy about the cats.
Yeah.
Capper without his jacket? What is this lewdness?
It's not lewd though. Just a cat.
Depends on who you want.
It's just a cat. The one because the whole thing relies on Discord and Trixie, a very wise decision. That's an objectively terrible decision.
Yep. Like I said, there's some good dynamics between some of the characters, but
just
hamstrung by the tree thing, really. The tree thing and the compressed time limits.
Yeah. there's not enough time, and it just feels like the story's too big. And on top of that, the ending once again is disappointing because of what it is. Because
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. I think I saw someone say it, which is Jeremy Whitley is a good storyteller, but he's a terrible world builder.
Yep. Tell a good story, but you can only work within the world that's already, like, there's just one thing established. We're just going to keep doing that.
And we're actually, not with that, we're going to also retcon some stuff randomly because we want to tell this particular story, which is just the same story 5 times.
It's one thing, like, that's been a common thing with the show, retconning something for the sake of the story. That's always been a thing they've said. Like, if we want to tell a specific story and we have to break a continuity thing, then the continuity is going to get broken because that's just how they prioritize things. Whether or not you agree with that is your opinion, and I do like my continuity, but I also understand wanting to tell a story. But when you've already told the story like 4 times already, come up with a new story first, please.
And it's just kind of frustrating.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, see, this is my big thing about season 10 was I was worried it was going to be kind of a failure, and hey, guess what? And so far, it's not really helping. This whole storyline they're doing is just not really helping very much.
Yeah, do something new story. Don't just rehash the same stories that we've had in the show, please. But I don't think we'll get anything new until, I guess, issue 101. When we figure out what these knights are. But I'm not holding my breath. How much you want to bet the Knights of Harmony are just another main 6 that were there first?
Yeah, probably. Or descendants of some old ancient main 6 or something or whatever.
Something like that. It's going to be another 6. And it's like, that's what I'm willing to bet. And it's going to be disappointing. Anyway, that's anything else on the comic?
Yeah.
No.
And that's the other thing. I forgot the Zecora arc was actually 4 issues. But that one just kind of dragged on, and we still didn't get that much about the new characters.
Yeah. Spent more time just walking in the desert than really. Zecora probably could have been a 3 issue. Compress it into 3 would have been better, but yeah.
Oh
well. Moving on. Pony life.
Pony life. Pony life.
Yep. Last 4 episodes.
Yeah, that we know of.
Because I haven't to this day, I have not heard any announcements of any other episodes come out, and I haven't seen anything leaked yet past 14.
Yeah, I suspect this is it.
Yeah, especially with the way it went.
There is theoretically time for them to get like a season 3 squeezed in there before G5 premieres, but if we don't hear anything by, I want to say late June, that pretty much means Pony Life's over.
Yeah, unless they decide to do it after G5 starts, but I don't know
have
why.
Severe doubt they would not. I don't think they want to do that.
Yeah, because Pony Life really just feels like filler.
It is. It is absolutely filler.
To keep the franchise going with something until G5 comes out.
Because G5 was delayed multiple times.
Yeah.
Remember, it was supposed to be like spring 2020.
Yeah, but then, 2020 happened.
Well, it was not just that. It was just they asked for more time, and they needed more time to flesh it out, and yeah, it just became... and then on top of that, COVID and everything, so yeah, it's just been delayed, and now it's finally hitting in the fall.
Yeah. So, I guess the episodes that came out, 11 through 14, we had Play Right or Wrong. Apparently there's going to be a little celebration in Ponyville, and, they were going to do something, and they're trying to figure out what exactly they want to do. They decided to do a whole bunch of things, but leave it up to Wildsiders to decide, and they decided to just do them all. So that was that one. The shows must go on, in which, as they're practicing for a big play, Rarity gets an offer to do another one and has to decide which one to do.
Why not both?
Why not both? And that goes terribly until it fixes itself. Then we have the de-stress ball, in which they're getting ready again for the play, and Applejack has stage fright, and they de-stress.
Except, not really.
To varying degree of success.
Which is not at all, really, initially.
Yeah.
There was, no success initially.
Yeah, and then suddenly there was. And then mad props, the play happens, and weird things happen to their props during the play.
But then...
And then they wonder why.
And then...
And we find out why at the very end. And when we move on to the next episode, magic is a hoof, where Rarity goes detective mode and figures out that the magic was caused by Discord.
Gasp.
And then the next episode, Journey to the Center of the Cord. They go inside Discord's head to try and figure out what he did, apparently because it involves the wishes that they made earlier.
Yeah, way earlier in the season.
And apparently he intercepted the wishes. And they're trying to figure out why.
Because he wanted to use them himself.
Yep. Then the next episode is One Last Wish, in which they throw a surprise birthday party for Discord to get him to undo the chaos. Which doesn't work because the next episode, Wild Heartbeats, they found out the portal between the two dimensions is causing chaos itself and it couldn't fix everything, so they had to put everything back by sending the Wildsiders and all their stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this was I think this sub arc was actually not horrible.
I would actually say I actually really like this sub arc.
Yeah, especially I think it was the last sub arc was kind of.
Is the last episodes
it wasn't even really a weird
7 through 10 were kind of actually mostly 7 and 8 really specifically.
Yeah, it was kind of man. This one brought it back up. It may have actually been on par for the best sub arc of season.
I was actually genuinely enjoying these episodes. I mean, sometimes there's some stuff about the actual stories themselves which are kind of whatever, but the actual of the dialogue and some of the sscenes that were actually genuinely funny.
Yeah, the execution was actually pretty good. The pacing wasn't actually bad either, which is odd for 5-minute episodes. I guess since they're tied together, they're essentially like one big episode or whatnot. But I think they worked pretty well.
Yeah, these last 4 episodes actually were solid. I wasn't sure what to expect, but yeah, I was actually genuinely entertained by them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think overall season 2, other than that weird bit in the middle, is overall better than season 1.
Yeah, and I think this one was actually this sub arc was pretty good because the Wildsiders weren't really there until the end.
And even then, there was
they were barely there.
I mean, they were there in that first episode, but
they
didn't do much.
Their presence, it wasn't focused around them. It's like it's almost like the writers didn't really know how to bring the Wildsiders into the world.
Yeah.
As characters.
They were just told by Hasbro, put them in the show.
Yeah, but I feel like the writers really started, especially in this season, really started to get a hang of how to write the main characters, the main 6 together. They really started to figure out how they want them to interact.
It's that unfortunate thing of they got their bearings and they were able to figure themselves out and get the show where they wanted it to and to a place where they're capable of writing and just in time for the show to end.
Yep, basically.
Unless there's an actual season 3 or something. Because I remember that there was that one press release about 26 episodes in the UK. It might be one of those weird situations where they split the season in half and they're going to release the second part later. During the summer. It's possible. We don't know for sure, but there's very, very limited time when I feel as if they don't get them out if they don't start releasing like in July, if they exist, then it's not happening.
Yeah. Or just very, very, very unlikely.
Yeah. I have significant doubts about them releasing any Pony Life after G5 is gone, because once G5 is in, they're going to be full-blown G5 all the way.
Yep, probably.
So I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of genuine fun stuff. I like that first episode. I really thought that the whole thing with Applejack dancing, I just laughed. I posted on Twitter about it. I just thought it was funny.
Yep.
I just did that goofy little dance. It's so ridiculous. I'm just like,
Yep.
Every single time I see that GIF again in the timeline, I just kind of start smiling a little bit.
Yeah. Although, I did like the part right after that with Dash. She's emulating like an old-timey movie by going in circles really fast to create a movie, but she's trying to talk and breathe. And she makes this funny face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, of course, the one with Rarity. That second
Rarity.
one. That second one right there. Just Rarity just trying to go back and forth. It was very reminiscent of Sweet and Elite, but they changed it up enough that it's still pretty funny.
I still think throughout all of Pony Life, season 1 and 2, it's Rarity's the main character, and it's just a spotlight for Rarity to shine. For I should just say it's Tabitha.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is the
show.
new thing they added for Rarity of she really wants to be a star, like not for fashion, but like actual like movie star or TV star or whatever.
She
worked
wants
out
to
really
be
well.
An actress. End scene.
It worked out really well for our character.
Yeah, it fits Rarity really well, and Tabitha again just hits it out of the park every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a perfect role for Tabitha.
Yeah, the weird thing, the whole I guess the little guru pony coming in trying to help them with their stress, making things worse because she's just bringing up all the things that go wrong. Also making them hold their breath, and while she's just slowly eating peppermint popcorn.
Peppermint popcorn.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew.
Can we breathe now?
We need to breathe.
And then, of course, Discord himself was actually worked out really well, I think, because they shifted him into this weird guy they know.
Yeah, although they toned down the Fluttershy, the Fluttercord shipping, although it was still referenced.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they went into his house, there was a little heart that popped up as they walked by.
Yep.
So it's still there, but they really, really toned it down.
I did kind of like the three-headed rabbit with the password thing. I did actually find that was funny.
Yep, that was like a three-headed angel, it looked like.
Yep.
Three-headed talking angel.
Fluttershy except we replaced the E with a 3. Oh, not the old password we changed it. We add an exclamation point to the end.
Yep.
So what's the password? It's Fluttershy with an exclamation point. Also
3 and 7E.
And also, the nice little the song at the very final episode was actually a nice little song.
That was a good song. The ending song was really good.
Yeah, I don't think it's the best song from Pony I've heard, but it's still a really nice little song. You can pop your head to, and
it's like as it was playing, it's like it
also had some nice visuals to go with it too.
Yeah, it was good as they were cleaning up all the weird stuff from earlier in the season.
And it's good. They're finally getting rid of that Wildsiders too, forever.
Yep.
Because they have to keep the portal closed forever. You never come back. Go away.
Except at the end with Discord, save the portal.
Oh no, it cracked. Just in case they need a little more chaos in their life. That's one thing Peter knew. That's the thing. Peter knew does voices Discord in this one. He did a good job while being Discord. He kind of has a tinge of John Delancey, but his own spin on it, which worked out really well instead of him just trying to do a straight copy of John Delancey.
Yep.
So I really like that. It just wound up, I think it wound up being overall very fun. And also the thing with the props where they're having to improv as the props disappear.
Oh yeah,
that worked out really well too. That was I think that was a really really well done.
Yep. The whole thing was, I think, fairly solid. It was a couple small issue, but yeah.
I found myself really liking these last 4. So yeah, it's just season 2 here just wound up being really nice, and just unfortunately they find their footing right as it all ends.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Apparently, the voice actor for the three-headed angel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recognize that one. Anasani.
Yeah.
Apparently. I don't recognize that one.
Is it spelled with 2 N's or?
A-N-A. S-A-N-I.
Let's see. Let's look at our IMDb.
Oh, wait. They're on, apparently, Annika and the Boys.
Elementary. Bakugan. Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, do they do Sugar Snap as well?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Hotel Transylvania, the series. Huh.
Yep.
The Division 2.
It's like, it does... It's Sugar Snap, so they already have her there.
I saw someone that just popped out at me for a second. Magic School Bus Rides Again.
Oh,
additional voices. Not a whole lot I've watched, but okay, I recognize some of those. For all, okay.
Mm-hmm. I recognize some of these words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Pony Life ended on a high note.
Yeah. It did.
Relatively speaking for Pony Life.
Yeah, it worked out in the end, I think.
Yeah, I think it did. I don't regret watching it. I mean, it could definitely have been better, obviously.
Yeah, season 1 was kind of rough at times.
Season 1 was rough. Season 2 had a weird bit in the middle, but I think it was objectively better than season 1.
They did the thing where they actually interconnected everything pretty well.
Yeah. The whole season has one big arc with multiple sub arcs that connect, with the weird exception of the middle bit. But
Yeah.
yeah. They figured out. They finally at the very end figured out how to make short 5-minute episodes.
Yeah.
By making them interconnected.
I was right.
So
that whole criticism at the end of season 1, I was totally right.
Yeah.
Vindication.
Vindicated.
Yes. I am selfish. I am wrong. I'm right. I swear I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much enjoyed it. So in the end, I think, was Pony Life the greatest thing? No. But was it kind of overall, it did, I guess, kill time.
It was fine. It was fine. I know some people really, really hate it. People call it trash fire and dumpster fire, and I think that's...
I think a lot of the people was like,
much.
how many episodes did you actually watch? Oh, we watched like the first few. Oh, that's why you think it. Go back and watch a couple more.
Season 1, yeah. Season 1 was rough.
Particularly in the beginning. Yeah, that first episode was like the worst way you could introduce us to Pony Life. That was a bad episode.
They got better.
They got better. So there's that.
It did. It really did. So, yeah. That's that. That's Pony Life. That's our I guess, main discussion. So, we'll move on to fan content. I have 3 songs that I want to feature this week. And, well, we will start off with Algo et al.'s Wonders. It's a fun, happy song that's based around vocal chops. So a whole bunch of vocal chopping from the show, and it uses the vocal chopping as an instrument. It's mellow, but it's also fun. And it has that sort of style that reminds me and makes me nostalgic of like some of the OG, the original old school fandom music. Especially with the vocal chopping and stuff. But it is really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some nice vocal chopping. It's some sort of airy D&B type thing.
Yep.
Another one of those. It's almost like you have a preference.
I like D&B stuff. Okay. Hush. D&B is good. House is good.
Didn't say it wasn't. Yeah. Just notice there's a bit of bias going into these. This is what...
Well, yeah. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit. I try and understand my biases just so I can, keep them in mind. But yeah, I'm going to pick the things that I like. Anyway, moving on. The next 2 songs are actually off of the recently released Ponies at Dawn Ocean Song album. So this one is Koa's Drown.
Tunnel, I'm sure it leads to a more that will swallow me whole. Oh, I know now, this is how a sea creature can drown.
And this one is very much not D&B. Or happy,
nope.
Or cheerful.
Nope.
It's a very simple melody. There's not a huge amount of instrumentation going on, but it's simple, but it's dark and it's moody, and it really showcases Koa's vocal work, and it's really good. Also, Miku.
By happenstance.
Yes, this was made and released before the Miku Pony announcement, but it's funny. This one does actually have a bit of Hatsune Miku in there.
Yeah, again, yeah, really, I really like the dark tone of this one, and it's also got, again, fantastic vocals for this song, and yeah, it's just really good, this one. I think every single one of these songs I kind of had a hard time figuring out what to say about them, but I did generally enjoy them.
Yep. Sometimes we get songs like that. It's like, oh, I really, really like this one, but I don't know how to talk about it.
Okay, why? I don't know.
I don't know.
I just think
really
it's neat.
Good. Just the potato. All right, Marge. Anyway, moving on to the last one. Cutting these songs down to only pick 3 was tough. There was a lot of good songs, but the last one I picked was Ice Angels and KITSUNE's Colorful. This one, it's like I mentioned, it's a house. This one's like a tropical house kind of style. It's really happy, and it's punchy. It's fun. It's just a great song. It's one that it's been stuck in my head for a while too. After listening to it, it just comes back. It kind of makes me want to bounce along with it. It's nice.
Yeah, it's quite bouncy, and it's just generally a happy, fun time.
Happy fun time.
That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say.
Have anything else to say? But it's good. So yeah, check out the album. A lot of really good songs, and a lot of them kind of have a sort of a sea theme. I wonder why.
Yeah,
go ahead and check those out. So moving on, fanfics.
Fanfics, yes. Got a new one for you guys. Finally, it's been a while. That's not my fault. That's everyone else's fault.
Not my fault.
Yeah, this one's called Remember by Applejack of All Trades. That's all one word.
Applejack of All Trades.
Yeah, it's a very short one. I can't really say a whole lot about it without spoiling the crap out of it. But yeah, it's mostly about rarity.
And it's depressing.
Yeah, there's a reason it's got the sad tag. That's why I featured it, because it made me sad.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, so it's one of those. If you want to make yourself a bit sad for a little bit, go read this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't want to. There's things I could say, but it would spoil it. So I don't want to spoil it. So
yeah, it's about rarity. Just know that
it's about rarity. It's well written, but yeah, it's sad.
It's very there's not a whole lot to say. It will kind of hit you, particularly if you like rarity. So yeah, but that's the featured one, and there's an update. Clear Sky's got a new chapter. Minuet finally wakes up. For one.
Twitch.
And Minuet finally wakes up, and they go out, and they're going to go explore some stuff, so they have to hire a vessel while there's all Moon Dancer's getting repaired, and it was a bit of a contention there initially, and they meet a trio.
They made a trio.
A trio. When I say a trio, I mean 3 ponies in a relationship, in a romantic relationship.
Yep, it's a poly trio.
Yep, poly. And of course, they mistake that Minuet and Moon Dancer are together, because of course they do.
Of course they do. Are they actually wrong?
Well, right now they are. Anyway, they figure out that, of course, that Moon Dancer and Minuet are hunting for the cloud shark, and anyway, that way they'll try to get them out there, but there's of course the hidden thing of like, you're gonna pay a lot more if we have to go get you because you got all messed up.
Yep, we're gonna charge a triple because the winds are coming. It's gonna be quite
dangerous
difficult.
And stupid to go out there right now, but we'll let you do it anyway, I guess.
Yep.
That's the chapters. That's the point.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing updated.
It's the only thing I
double
saw
check that
at least.
Just double check. Always double check. No, did not. Nothing else updated, so we're good.
So that's the end of your fanfics. That's the end of the episode.
Yep.
I hope you liked what you heard. If you did, you can find all of our episodes, past, future, present, at pony411.libsyn.com. So go there, find them all there, and on the top of the page you'll also find links to a bunch of other places to find us, including places like Deezer, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, and Stitcher, I believe, is up on there too. Or you can just go to any of those places and search for Pony411. You can find us. We are also on YouTube, youtube.com/Pony411. So find us there. Make sure to subscribe to us and smash that like button. I can't believe I said that. You can also find us on Ponyville Live as long as that site is still limping along, although it's kind of been iffy. We are also on Ponyville FM, where we air every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, so tune in then. Or tune in whenever else you want, because it's a great place to listen to fandom music and live DJs and such like that. They're a pretty cool place. Go check them out. If you would like to get a hold of us, you can email us. We are pony411podcast@gmail.com. So send us comments, criticisms, suggestions, whatnot. If you want us to talk about something, send it to us there, and we will take a look. No guarantee we will bring it up in the podcast, but we will take a look at it. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Go like our page there. We post updates when they happen. And you can also find us on Twitter. We are at pony411. So go follow us there, tweet us there, reply to our random posts and such if you want. We'll respond to you eventually, hopefully.
Mm.
Or if you just want to poke at us and say hi, it's a great place to do it too.
Yep.
You can also follow us on our personal Twitter accounts. I am at Alcatraz with a 7 instead of T and an underscore at the end, and she is at Nemesis Prime 1. So go follow us there if you want, I guess. See us when we tweet, when we happen to tweet. I don't tweet much. You tweet about Transformers whenever you do your reviews and whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Other things.
Yep. I don't tweet a huge amount. I don't think I've tweeted much at all, really, lately. Retweets. Not since I got my second dose. That was the last major one. That's it. That's the end of our episode. Again, I hope you liked what you heard, and I hope you tune in next time, which I don't know when that will be. Will that be in a month or in 2 weeks?
Probably 2 weeks just to get that back on track.
Just to get it back on track. So we'll figure something out in 2 weeks. You will figure something out in 2 weeks. So you get the next episode.
Yeah.
But remember, until then, please, pony responsibly. See ya.
Bye.